Hello, I'm Mr. Santamont, and today I'm going to show you the proportions of a body. So we'll start with the head, circle and a little triangle for the jaw, and then I'm going to measure the size of the head from top to bottom using the end of my pencil and my finger down that length. Notice I keep referencing the top head and not just go down the ladder with each successive head, and that's for accuracy. I'm constantly measuring against the original head, and it looks like we'll get to about 6.5 heads for the size of this screen, which is about maybe a teenager. Okay, so halfway down is going to be 3.25, and that's going to represent the base of the torso. So I'm going to draw this circle, this oval that represents the rib area. In no way is this anatomically accurate. This is just for proportion. And then using a ruler to make sure there's symmetry, because this is a standing pose facing us, I'm going to draw now the hip area. So just a kind of an egg shape that represents the pelvis and the connective skin between the pelvis and the ribs. Okay, now the slope of the shoulders, upper arms, and the upper arms are going to be the top half of the arm, but then I'll go down and first just establish the legs. So the legs are the halfway point from the hip, which is a little higher than the bottom of the torso. So I'm actually measuring incorrectly right here, but I'll fix it later. We have the hip starts a little bit higher and it goes down to the knee, and that's the top half, that femur. And then the lower half includes the fibula and tibia, the lower leg bones, all the way down to the ankle. Now the femur is the same length as the lower leg bones. So that's a good measuring point of interest for accuracy. And then I'll draw the calf or shin with a little bit of a flare up for the muscle on the top and then tapering down to the ankle. Now the way I draw feet facing us are two overlapping triangles. So the one in the back represents the heel, and then the larger triangle lower in the front represents the arch of the foot and the toes. Now back to the upper arm, we're going to measure that to the elbow and mark that area for the elbow to the wrist. So you can see the elbow is the halfway point, and then the hand is extra. So notice how the hands go a little below the bottom of the torso. Okay, so pretty much done here. Let me just remind you that the upper part of the arm, the humerus, is equal to the radius and ulna, the lower part of the forearm. And then the hip to the knee is equal to the knee to the ankle. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe.